Good evening and welcome to the Army Corner. Hey, hope you're all well. My name's Kev, and yeah, thank you for joining me on Mortal Realms Monday, where we get to play through the battle plans of the Mortal Realms magazine series until Imperium drops, and then of course I'll be switching over to that. But until then, yeah, thank you for joining us. Now, just a quick thing, I'm still not well. I've still got that bloody splitting migraine and head cold thing going on, but I'm coming out on the other side of it. I still feel like someone is trying to put an axe through my head right along here. I've just taken some medicine, so I should start feeling better soon. I've got my hot bin juice right to the side of me and another cup of refreshing water. So just gonna power through, and yeah, that's the dedication I have for you, my wonderful fellow corner hobbyists. So let me know in the comments how you're doing. Let me know what you're up to, how your weekend went, if you got the Dominion box or not. As you know, I opted to not get it this time because I didn't want to have another Indomitus Imperium scenario where I get that box, I'll build some of it, I might paint one or two things, and then it will just sit on the shelf, and then all of a sudden, like a year and a half later, they'll say, hey, this stuff's going to be in another magazine series. So, also, let me know if you can hear me okay. I've just switched the sound settings a little bit on the mic. I don't know if you can hear too much background noise or whatever. The window is open just to keep it a bit cool, because it gets warm in this room with the door closed really quickly. And it's peeing it down outside as well. So, I mean, it's suitable weather for this kind of game, really. Anyway, I digress. Let's have a look and see through the chat rooney, shall we? I'm looking over there, but I should really look over here because we have a strange discussion started. So yeah, let's let's say a big hello to our early birds. So how you doing, Big Fish? Big Fish. You big bad fish. You stop. How you doing, Bad Fish? Total Nova, how you doing? Lupus Canis and Mr. Void Captain Bazooka. Lupus Canis as well. Nice and early for a change. Good on you, man. Good to see you. Scroggy Mini, how you doing? And yeah, that's it. The people so far. Oh no, hang on. I almost skipped over Caring Commissar. How you doing? I hope you're ready to get your tweak on. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. I'm very quiet, am I? Has that changed it? Oh, blimey now. I can hear myself. Oh, Chuck, can you hear me now? I think it's because I had the volume down for a change. Ooh, I don't know. So yeah, before we get started, let's just do the old flip stuff. So if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to like the video, share it. Leave a comment below if you're watching it later on. Go ahead. If you're watching it now, feel free to join the chat. There are plenty of links in the description below as well for all my social media stuff, Facebook groups, and affiliate links. So if you want to help a small channel out, just hop on those affiliate links. Cost you nothing extra to get what you want before. And I know, I think it's just because Lupus is an old man. His hearing's going in it. Sorry, tickly throat. You're winding me up now, aren't you? Also, maybe I should just dip the mic. There we go. Yeah, the raffle is still going. Half the tickets are gone. So there's still tickets to go. £2 a pop. Can't go wrong. And there's some amazing prizes to win. I've added another prize on there, and it's the Garthy Ultra painting handle. the Get a Grip Ultra. I'm should have a video released tomorrow reviewing it as well. It's a pretty good handle, actually, and yeah, it's amazing. So you get the pair of miniatures exclusive from Pagan Miniatures. You get a choice of the Fugazi or the Kalinsky Sable brush set with brush soap from Broken Toad. £30 to spend at Geek Gaming Scenics. A choice of any of the Starter Collected boxes, and of course exclusive celebratory merch from the THC Teespring store. I think that's it. Yeah, that's everything. No, it is because it's just for. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, mate. You know that's exactly what I needed with a split. Bastard. Oh yeah, I'm giving you the Sharpie special. Bastard. Anyways, I apologise for the occasional cough. As I said, I got my hot bin juice over here, which I spilt a little bit of. Oops. And I may duck off the camera now and then to blow news. But apart from that, yeah, we're all good to go. Let's get some tissue here. I don't want to get any tea on the mat at all. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, the eldest child, he's just coming to the end of having his week-long lurgy. It got him really in the chest. The little one is starting to get a new one. The wife came home from work and within half an hour went from, hey kids, to my head is exploding. Massive migraine. And I've just been dog shit all weekend. It's been great. House full of lurgy. Nurgle is very pleased with this house. With all the new Urks, start collecting box soon, do you think, Kev? No, not until Christmas, maybe. Even then. If because they're in the starter set, they normally don't do that stuff until like almost a year after, really. Oh, that sounds good. Just without the chilies, mate. Yeah, Foyd's has got it, man. So a tea, a big, yeah. Yeah, no, you know what it's like, mate. I'm in that sort of mind frame where it's just like, whatever, I don't care. Anyways, shall we get to the show? So, in this one, we get to look at what Spirit Host's all about. So, let me just bring that up on the screen, dudes. Shazam. Oh yeah. That was sexy, right? Oh, they will. Nighthaunt will. Watch. They'll do exactly what they did with the Blood Warriors and the Stormcast from the first box set. They'll split the set, the second edition box set into start collecting boxes. So that's what's going to happen. Right, so Spirit Hosts. Alright there, you ghostly ghost. Piss off, you. I don't like you. You scare me sometimes when you sneak up on me in the dark. I should do that easy. I did them in 5 minutes, mate. Like, while recording. Easy peasy. So, Spirit Hosts are the souls of the damned, stripped of body and identity, screaming endlessly for the life they have lost. They long to take out their rage upon the living, and the very touch of their claws can turn blood into ice or stop a heart from beating. I should really read that like Like the guy who plays Elrond, did it? Spirit hosts are the souls of the damned, stripped of body and identity, screaming endlessly for life they have lost. They long to take out their rage upon the living, and the very touch of their claws can turn blood to ice or stop a heart from beating. There we go. Sounds more like it. So yeah, got a 6-inch move, 3 wounds, 10 bravery, 4+ save. They got the fly rule. They're ethereal as well. Their weapons is just spectral claws and daggers. They got 6 attacks each, so you know a unit of 3 is pretty like attack heavy, but it's hits on 5s and wounds on 4s. So units of 6 or more desired, really. That's why you saw a lot of people bulk buy these, even though they hate building them. Though, in all honesty, you could just glue any model to, like, you could just glue any 3 models to a round base that size, paint them ghostly, and I'd be happy with you saying that's Spirit Hosts, just like they used to back in Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Yeah, it added character. They got the special rule Frightful Touch. So if an unmodified hit roll for an attack made is 6, that attack inflicts 1 mortal wound and the attack sequence ends. Do not make a wound or save roll. I believe when it says that, it means that you don't. You carry on attacking with the stuff that still hit normally, but for that specific natural 6 that you rolled, that gets put away. It's already done its mortal wound. Oh goodness. Not as devastating as some other stuff that we've seen, but I think the weight of numbers sort of helps with that. Oh, just having some of that bin juice. Ay, ay, ay. Is it weird that I actually prefer Lemsip over Beecham's? I think Beecham's is too sweet. You know, they got the taste of honey in it, definitely, but it's just the wrong kind of sweet. I like having Lemsip and then adding half a teaspoon of lemon. Sorry, not lemon. Honey to it. That's a personal preference, anyway. Right, so let's get to it, shall we? Hang on. Let's actually have a look at this. This is more important. Much more important. Right, Spirit Host. Where was it? Okay. So let's transition that over. So I hope you can see that. I'll bring it down lower. Let's see if I was right about how that rule works. So it says the Spirit Host makes 6 attacks resulting in 3 hits, 2 6s and a 5. So 2 6s make 2 mortal wounds, and the attack rolls of 6 each. Yeah, no to wound or roll. Save rolls are made. They are made for their to hit rolls of 5, however. So there you go. The ones that still hit, you carry on with your rolling to wound. But the 6s are just automatic mortal wounds. That's it. You toss those dice away. Okay. That's cool. All right. I BS'd my way through that one. Eh? Alright, so shall we get into the mood? Let's get into the mood, shall we? Oh, I'm wearing 2 tops. That's why I look so chunky. I'm not really that chunky. I've got a little bit of a dad bod thing going on. I'm not that chunky. Jesus. Here we go. Let's get our spooky music on as well. Here we go. Alright. Cleansing the Grove. Auric Ravenscar led his column of warriors down the narrow game trail. It had been flattened by the passage of deer and other woodland creatures, and was difficult for the Stormcast Eternals to traverse. On several occasions, they were forced to draw their blades and hack their way through the undergrowth. After several days of hard marching, the landscape began to change. The closer they got to the heart of the Whispering Wood, the gloomier the atmosphere became. The Sylvaneth had warned that the forest was corrupted, but Auric had not expected how cursed the forest had become. The silver bark of the jade birch trees had lost all vibrant gloss, and their branches were utterly bare. There was absolute silence. No birds sang, no insects chirped. It was as if all life was purged from the forest. They marched further, Sigmarite boots snapping dry twigs and leaf litter underfoot, the sound ringing out through the dead forest. A familiar greenish fog began to gather, seeping between the skeletal trees. The air cooled noticeably. The Stormcast Eternals drew their weapons and peered through the forest in the trees, sensing imminent danger. Then, before Ravenscar could call out a warning, the dead were amongst them. Rising from the leaf litter below, wispy green-blue clouds of geist howled and screeched as they swirled around the armoured column. The furious spirits reached out with wicked blades and grasping talons to tear at the Stormcast Eternals. Ravenscar raised his shield, drew his sword, and prepared to meet the foe. They had found the Nighthaunts. The battle for the soul of the Whispering Woods had begun. Ayo. So there we go. That is what is happening. So, bring this back up. Alright, and let's get into it, shall we? So, the battle plan is called Purge the Whisperwood. And Ravenscar is leading his warriors to clear it of the Nighthaunts. So we've got kill or be killed, essentially. Just swap it over like that, so you can see roughly where everything goes. The armies are, so let's bring this up. We got the DREADBLADE HARROW. Let's do this. Okay, so we got the DREADBLADE HARROW. Quite familiar with what it does. 12-inch move, 5 wounds, 10 bravery, 4 up save. It's got the DREADBLADE, which does 3 attacks, 3 up to hit and wound, -1 rend, 1 damage. The Horsey does 2 attacks, 4 up to hit and 5 to wound, 1 damage. Let's just get rid of that. He can redeploy anywhere on the board as long as he's not within 3 inches of an enemy unit, and deploy outside of 9 inches of any enemy models. The DREADBLADE gives him an extra damage if he's on charge, or he gets an extra attack if he hasn't charged that turn. He's got Ethereal and Curse of Loyalty, which doesn't come into play because we don't have a Knight of Shrouds. Then we got CHAINRASP. We got a unit of 15 of them. So, of course, 6-inch move, 1 wound, 5 up save, 6 bravery. As long as the warden is alive, that becomes a 10. They got 2 attacks each at 4s to hit and to wound. And Dread Warden gets an extra attack. They got Fly and Ethereal, and they got Chilling Horde, so you can reroll wound rolls of 1. As long as they got more than 10 models. So as soon as you drop below 11, that's it. They're done. Spirit Hosts, we already went over those. So they got that cool ability where if they roll a natural 6 onto hits, it becomes an instant mortal wound. And at 6 attacks, you're bound to average 1. Per base, you got 3 of them in a unit, so boom, let's do it. And then of course we just refamiliarize ourselves with the Stormcast. So we got a KNIGHT-QUESTOR. KNIGHT-QUESTOR, yes, very posh, I know. Oh, you what? 5-inch move, 5 wounds, 3 up save. He's got 8 bravery, he's got 4 attacks, 3 to hit into wounds, -1 rend, but nothing here takes rend. He's got the Thunder Charge Strike. So if he rolls a wound roll of a 6, the damage becomes 2 rather than 1. It's got Heroic Challenge, so if there's an enemy hero that is within 6 inches, you can challenge it, and he basically makes a piling move straight towards them, but it's up to 6 inches rather than 3. In addition, you can reroll failed hit rolls when attacking that targeted hero. And he's also got his Sigmarite Shield, which allows him to reroll failed armor saves. So he's quite tanky. We've got Prosecutors, got a unit of 5. So again, 5-inch move, 2 wounds, 4 up save, 7 bravery. 2 attacks for each weapon, 3 ups to hit and to wound, but the Great Mace has a -1 rend and 2 damage. The Prime gets an extra attack, and Great Mace, when you roll a 6 on the roll to hit against a demon or Nighthaunt keyword model, then it becomes D3 hits. And in combat, before it starts, you get to choose whether you want to channel your etheric energy into the shields, where you get rerolls of any failed armor saves, or into your attacks, where you get to reroll failed hit rolls. Otherwise, you got your soul shields, which give you a reroll of 1s on your armor saves. So that's that. Got Liberators, the original Gs. So 5-inch move, 2 wounds, 4s to hit, 7 to wound, 2 attacks, 4s to hit and 3s to wound. As you notice, they're not as great. Cowpole is still the king. Hey, Tabletop Ready, how you doing? Cheers, man. Thanks for dropping by, mate. I really appreciate it. So the Prime gets an extra attack. Lalo Tyrants, you can add 1 to hit rolls when you're attacking a target that has 5 or more wounds. So a wound characteristic that starts with 5 or more. So they're good for throwing at characters or at monsters. And then they got the Sigmarite Shield, so they can reroll armor saves of 1. Yeah. So there you go. Easy peasy. And then last but not least, we've got a Prosecutor. 12-inch move, 2 wounds, 4 up save, 7 bravery. It's armed with a pair of celestial hammers, which can be used as missile weapons and melee weapons. The missile weapon is an 18-inch range, 2 attacks, 4s to hit and wound. And in melee, it's 2 attacks, 3s to hit and to wound. The Prime gets an extra attack. We've got to just assume that this one is a Prime. It's got a fly rule because it's got wings. Heralds of Righteousness. You can attempt to charge with this unit if it is within 18 inches instead of 12. And you roll 3d6 rather than 2d6 to make the charge, which makes sense because They can move 18 inches anyway. And then paired celestial hammers. You can reroll hit rolls of 1 for attacks made with the hammers. So hammer time. Slappity slap. So there you go. That is everything you need to know for the game so far. The setup is starts with a Stormcast player, and then you alternate, and then Nighthaunt gets to go first because they ambushed. And then the victory is just when everyone's dead. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we'll just get everything organised here. And of course I'll go through my reasonings as to why I'm deploying certain minis where. So let's get our top down. Sergio, how do you do, man? Yeah, I hope you're well. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know what you're up to, how you doing, and all that lovely stuff. Whoops, that nearly ended very badly. Maybe that shelf is a little too precarious. So I still need to get my already painted ones from the loft, because it doesn't make sense for me to just start painting these ones when I already got a whole painted set. So I'll get them out for next week, guys. I promise. They look half decent. Right, so battlefield is as it is. Stormcast gets set up this side and the Nighthaunt on that side. So let's get started. Finishing some hex rays. Alright, that sounds cool. Well, if you got me on Instagram, throw the tag THCKev on your description of the picture, and then I'll be able to see it, because I do check that every day. I know Void uses it all the time. Oh god, where would I be without that tea? Alright, so what am I going to put down first? I know exactly what I'm going to put down first. I'm going to put this bad boy down first, because he's a big target, the DREADBLADE HARROW. So he's a nice juicy sort of temptation. Oh no, hang on. It's the Stormcast that I put down first. Whoops. Already cheating. His arm's fallen off. No. His arm's fallen off. Oh, he's got leprosy. Oh, I've been reforged too many times. This is shoddy work. He threw the hammer too hard and it took his arm off. Oh dear. Alright. Well, I'm gonna pop that dude over here anyway, because I'm not too fussed about him. Now, let's get this a bit higher up, shall we? There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Right, so I'm going to pop that dude there. Now I know roughly where the line is. What am I going to put? Why did I bring them out? Am I in some weird delirium? No, that's right, yeah. Man, I am going absolutely doolally at the moment. Okay, I'm going to put the 4 doobie dudes over here. So, you know, it's sort of covering the flank, so to speak. I'm going to have these over here spirit hosts because I want them on my flank. So anything that comes round, I'm gonna rip the heck out of it. So of course I'm gonna have my KNIGHT-QUESTORS sit in the middle so he can cover where he needs to cover. And then of course CHAINRASPs are gonna have the big unit of 15 over here. Like so. There we go. Right, which leaves our secretors to be up over here. As we know, the only terrain that matters is the physical terrain. The printed terrain has no effect on the game as it is. Oh, that's cool, Kerry. That's really cool, mate. I'm glad you're getting a dedicated hobby space. It makes a massive difference, trust me. No, it doesn't count as dead. It's not destroyed. The hammer didn't pull him off. I know, right? Sigma's getting shoddy. Okay, so we are going to pop that back on. Huzzah. I'm gonna bring my old trusted marker back. Okay, so it's gonna be turn 1 to the Stormcast, sorry, to the Nighthaunt. And they get 1 command point to start the game with. So there we go. So yeah, this is still Age of Sigmar 2.0 rules, because you know the starter sets ain't come out yet, so technically, you know, it's not the new edition just yet. So I refuse, and I'll say this on it. I refuse to use the 3rd edition rule set until the starter sets come out. All right. All right. That's enough of that. Plus, it's too bloody long now. Whatever happened to the whole 4-page thing? That was a breath of fresh air. It was quicker and easier to learn. 2nd edition, okay, it was a bit longer, but it was just cleared out some bits. They should have kept it as that. Bastards. Rant over. Right, so let's get some decent music on, shall we? And let's get some metal. There we go. Right, I'm gonna stand for this because I don't want to knock anything over. Alright, okay, so Nighthaunt go first. So what we do is the hero phase first. There is no wizards whatsoever over there. And the only hero they have that can generate command points is the DREADBLADE HARROW. He has no special abilities that he can use in this turn, so oh yeah, you really don't like the anvils of hell, the hammer. So, they miss the hero phase, they go straight to movement. So let's just double check the spirit hosts. They have movement of 6, that's it. So, I'm just going to move them along in this board edge over here. go for a sneaky side attack. And then these are gonna pop along here, and because they got the fly rule, they're not affected by the fact that they're landing on terrain. They don't have to walk, you know, reduce their distance because they're going and landing on the terrain. They just land on it. So, you know, perks of being a ghosty, I guess. Oops. As long as they're within their coherency, that's all that matters. And you know, they're within coherency, so it's all good. It's all good. Now this dude can move up to 18 inches. No, he can't. He can move up to 12 inches. Why did I think 18 inches? It's 12 inches, isn't it? Yeah. But I'm not going to run him out that far, actually. I'm going to keep him quite close. They got no ranged weapons except for the prosecutor with his hammers. So I'm going to make the most of that and just take my time. I'm not going to try and rush off like I normally do and then get caught short. So that's going to be the end of their turn. And now it goes over to there we go. Now it goes over to turn 1 for the Sigmarites. But okay, so they got their command point there, and let's start marching away. So how far is this guy? Right, so I just need to move him over slightly and he can easily shoot his hammers over there. I'm going to march these guys forward a little bit, actually, just to 3 inches. That way I can fan them out a little bit. Like so. I'll leave the Knight-Questor there so that I can use him for flanking attacks or whatever. Or you can use a one of those flasks, couldn't you? Commissar, you could use a thermal cup, yeah, for the flask. But the thing is, though, when you got tea, it starts tasting a bit funny when you got milk in it. Like if it's been in a thermal flask for too long. But I'm actually going to march these out a bit more. And the reason why I'm going to march these ones out a bit more is so there's more of a target, an enticing target for my enemy. But I'm still going to keep him back a bit. We move into the shooting phase. And of course, the prosecutor over here can shoot by throwing hammers. So it's 2 attacks, 4s to hit and 4s to wound, and because he's got a pair of hammers, he can re-roll hit rolls of 1s. So let's go. He's going to shoot at the spirit hosts. Brav. They both miss. That's awesome. So let's re-roll because he's got the re-roll. Oh no, it's hit rolls of 1. Whoops. You rolled a 2 and a 3. You lame. Well, okay, that's a bit of a letdown then, isn't it? Let me just raise that up a bit more. There we go. Alright. So that was a rubbish turn as well. They didn't do anything. What's the point? You suck. So now we move it over to turn 2 for the Nighthaunt. They get another command point. So let's see what they're going to do. Now what I want to do is tear the heck out of that prosecutor just for lols. So move these over here and then maybe come round this side. I'm still just going to tantalizingly pull this DREADBLADE HARROW just out a little bit more, and then these chaps I think I'm gonna make a full advance. There we go. Ghosties moving through stuff. So, what if they go to charge? They only need to roll 7. Cool. Alright. So they don't have any shooting. Micro tea. Oh no, who's microwaving their tea? That's disgusting. That's just... oh, bruv. I understand black coffee, but not tea. It's got milk in it, man. You can't do that with tea. Different properties. Wait, why would you do such a thing? Disgusting. That's disgusting. Right. So we're going to lead some charges now. Spirit hosts are going to charge the prosecutor. They rolled a 6. Is it enough? It's not, but I'm going to use one of their command points so I can re-roll it. They roll a 10. Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do, as my my Yorkshire pals would say. That'll do. I can't quite get all of them in. I don't want to bring him round there because then he'll be in piling distance to them. So I'm going to keep him over here. I want to make sure he's dead. So at least I get 2 units in there. Now I'm going to charge these lot at the Secretors. Probably a big mistake because the Secretors hit hard. Serious question here, milk or cereal first? I don't have cereal, I have toast, because if I have too much milk it gives me like really bad cramps for like the rest of the morning. What did they roll? 3? My life. And I can't use the same command ability again. So they've just failed their charge. Arguably that should have been the priority reroll charge, but never mind. So they failed. Let's get into combat here. Now I can do piling. So I can move this one over 3 inch. And then I can move this one over like so. And now I've got them all in. There you go, just so you can see that. So I moved this one that was here over, and this one was back here, so it could swivel in. So let's have a look and see what the spirit hosts have. They have 6 attacks each. That's gonna hurt. So that's a grand total of 18. 5. That's 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 18 attacks. Hey, this is not good. How you doing, man? Glad you could join us. And remember, people, if you haven't already, hit that like button, give it a good old hit, and share the video as well to whoever you think will enjoy watching this nonsense. So we got 6 attacks. They're 5s to hit. With 6s being mortal wounds. Do you think I rolled enough? Do you think I rolled enough mortal wounds there to kill him outright?
Over.
Holy moly. Mate, I proved to everyone how simple they can be with just a little bit of patience, yeah? And I did a video in real time of me putting one together. And everyone lost their shit. It was hilarious. So yeah, let's just remind us. Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 instant mortal wounds. Okay, now how many wounds does this prosecutor have? 2. So he's a dead birdie. You're a dead birdie. So yeah. He's off to get reforged and hopefully his arm gets reattached. So yeah, there we go. That was a fun roll. I didn't even have to roll anything else. I should have gotten straight into the Liberators actually, but never mind. So that's the end of their turn. There's no bravery test to be made or anything like that. Job done. I guess I shouldn't have just used them to take out one dude. I should have just gone shoot like that. But instead they went for that one guy, went, do the land, motherfucker! Boo! Right, so now it is the Stormcast turn 2. They get a command point. Let's see, what will they do? Well, they got moving first. I think Kevin might win, yeah. Right, so now these are not going to miss a beat. They are going to go straight in for the kill. Let's just hope they don't roll double ones. He's going to stomp out. How many wounds does Spirit Host have? 3. Okay, these guys are going to run straight ahead. The reason why I want to get them into combat with the DREADBLADE Harrows because the Liberators have that nice little special rule, lay low the tyrants, so they can add 1 to the hit rolls, their attacks. Until that target enemy unit with characteristics of 5 or more, and of course the DREADBLADE Harrow has 5 wounds, so it makes more sense to just throw them at him. They can absorb some of the heat, and I'm gonna have bravely. I'm gonna have this guy stomp over here because I honestly think he can handle the heat from them. So let's just change the angle of the game a bit. There we go. Right, so we've got no shooting because Bird Boy is dead, so let's get our charges done. So they just need 3 inches to charge. Well, they bloody well do it with vigor. So get that one in, get that one in, and that one straight in the front, and then we rolled a 10, so we got enough to circle round, meaning we get all of the attacks in. They're gonna charge the DREADBLADE Harrow. They roll a 6. They're in. There you go. Ooh la la! Like so. And he'll come round there. He'll come round there. Okay. And then I'm going to charge the Knight-QUESTOR in as well, because why the heck not? And he rolls 7. Well, he's in. Stonk. Okay. Just going to charge that one to try and minimize contact. Yeah, because 3-inch pilot. Oh, actually, even with 3-inch pilot, it's fine. Don't worry. Never mind. Ignore it. So, charging units get to attack first. Yeah, who you gonna call? Just winning a thing. You said motherfudger. Let's do it. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so where should we start? I think we should start over here. Ooh. You know what? Actually, let's start here. Why not? Could use a bit of entertainment. So, let's do a 3-inch pile-in. How tall is that? 1 inch. So it'd be 1 inch there. 1 up. Okay, so he just hops right over the wall. Okay. And he can swivel round there. So, Liberators, what you bring into the game? They have 2 attacks each. That's 8 attacks. It says the prime has 1, but they don't have a prime, so I'm not going to cheat. They don't have a prime there, so I'm not going to give them the extra attack. So they got 8 attacks, but they hit on 3s because the DREADBLADE HARROW has 5 wounds, so they get +1 to hit with their lay low the tyrants special rule. Let's do it. 3s to hit. Oh my days. Oh my days. They only got 3 hits. Wow. That's a lot of 1s. Jeez. Okay. 3s to wound. Oh, you boys are so dead. 2 wounds. Now, the DREADBLADE HARROW, I believe, has a 4-up armor save. Double check that. It does. Ooh. Well, there you go. Enough said. Enough said. So you've attacked. You're dead. You're gonna be dead. So bad. Alright. Slime the tip, man. Punch the ghost horse, man. Yeah, Karen Commissar, there is no room for Exterminatus in Age of Sigmar. They already got crazy power. Just leave it alone. Right, so we'll do this unit over here. So this is going to be crazy unit. And what I'm going to do is, before I start rolling stuff, remember they got the etheric channeling. So you can channel into their shield or their attacks. I'm going to channel into their attacks. So I can reroll failed hit rolls for attacks made by this unit. Okay. Right, so we got 2 with the Great Mace. So those will be in green because they've got slightly different stats. And then we've got 2, 4, and 3 from the prime, so that's 7 attacks from the rest of the squad. And they need 3s to hit and 3s to wound. Yes, they do. Let's do it. Alright, Commissar, cheers. for popping by. Hope to see you again soon, mate. Ooh, yar. Okay, so how many rerolls do we get? We've got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that one and that one. Did any of the green ones roll as a 6? Nope. So let's take these ones out. These are hits. Surprised. No 6s on the greens. So 2 miss. Okay. Right. So we've got all those hits. No D3 hits this time. That's a shame. Oh, by the way, Commissar. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Alright, 3's to wound. Oh my days. Oh my days. Look at that. That's disgusting. Okay. So we've got all 4 of those Great Mace attacks hit. And these ones. So the Great Maces do 2 damage. The Rends doesn't affect the poor little CHAINRASPs. But they got a save of 5 up nonetheless. Alright, so 5s. Wow! Wow! That was a really good roll! For 5 up armor save. You're mad! Look, they saved 2 of the Great Mace ones, which would have been 2 damage each, and the other 2 regular ones. So, but because the other 2 of the Great Mace ones weren't saved, they take 4 damage. So that's 4 wounds, being in 4, but just being knocked back to Nagash's little haunt. Okay, now let's move over to this badass over here, the KNIGHT-QUESTOR. So let's have a look, see. 4 attacks. And let's not forget he's got that Thunderstrike ability, isn't it? So wound rolls of a 6 cause 2 damage rather than 1. Alright, let's remember that. So let's go. Needs 3s to hit. They all hit. See if we can roll some 6s to wound. But it needs 3s to wound. Whoopsie. Oh, that's going to be a pain to clear up. So no 6s on the roll to wounds, but he's got 3 that have gone through. Spirit Hosts. What is your armor save? Ooh, I think I'll do that. It is a 4+. Oh, you misread it. Alright. So the 4s. Oh, that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Only 1 wound taken. That is going to hurt so much. Oh dear. What did you do, mate? What did you do? Alright, so. Retaliation. Let's go. What have we got? Let's start with the DREADBLADE HARROW. So he's got 3 attacks, but he gets an extra attack because he didn't charge this turn. So he's got 4 attacks. He's going to hit those Liberators. So he needs 3s to hit. Not great. Not great at all. 3s to wound. He wounds 1. It's at -1 rend, so he The Liberator goes to a 5-up save, but you can reroll the 1. Okay. He rolls a 1, so he gets the reroll. He fails, so he takes a wound. Okay. So let's see if so we just place that there. Let's see if the horsey can kick some sense into them. So 2 attacks at 4s to hit. Double 6. Go Nelly. 5s to wound. Oh, number 6. What's going on? Okay. A 4-up armor save, just a regular one. For the Liberator. Let's see if she finishes him off. Oh, it's a 1. That's a reroll. It's another 1. Oh, Nelly finally killed something. Wow, I'm proper chuffed about that. Bye. Off you go. Nelly the ghosty horsey just killed a Liberator. Nice. Good night, Sergio. Thank you so much for tuning in, mate. Hope to see you again soon, mate. Have a good one. Right, so that was class right there. I hope you got to see that, because that's a rare event. Now, let's get serious. We're going to do our pile-ins over here. Just scooch over. There we go. So one of them can't get in. That's fine. There is 11 of them, so they still get their special rule. So CHAINRASPs. You can re-roll wound rolls of 1 while there is more than 10. Since there's 11, this is gonna hurt. They also get 2 attacks each, and the Dreadwarden gets an extra attack, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 22 dice. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, plus the extra for the Dreadwarden, 22. Well, that sounds satisfying, doesn't it? Right, so let's do it. 4s to hit. Oh my days. Oh my days. That's quite a nasty roll, isn't it? Let's just flip that round. That is a very nasty roll. Alright, so let's get rid of the 1s and the 3s, because it's 4s to hit. 3 there, the 1 there. Look how many 6s and 5s there are. Scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s. Dang. A whole bunch of 4s as well. This could really hurt. Especially because they went for buffing their weapons over their shields, so they might really feel this. And remember, they got reroll 1s on the to wounds roll. Ah, there's 1, 2, 3 rerolls. Sweet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miss. That's still 5 that hit, confirmed. Let's do the rerolls. Another 2. So that's 7 wounds altogether. Something's got to die. Something's got to die. Okay. So 7 dice. Let's see. Get the Chainrasp Horde out there. And the Sequitors. They got a 4-up armor save. They still get to reroll the 1s though. Okay. Let's do it. 4s. Oh, look. That's 1 dead already. And, okay, there's 3 6s. That's pretty impressive. We've got 2 rerolls here. You're dead. And you're dead. There we go. We got 2 dead Stormcast Eternals with their little rerolls. Boom! Go Chainrasps! Wow, they are killing it. Mate, I'm pumped for the Nighthaunt in this game, man. I am pumped for them. Okay, right. Now, there's one last combat we haven't done yet. It's the Spirit Hosts. And of course, they get their pile-in move. Like so. And they get 6 attacks each. 2, 4, 6. 6. 6. Alright. Spirit Hosts, you need 5s and then 4s with 6s on the hit roll being automatic. Oh dear. Let's do it. You know what? I'm getting the big dice cam up. Let's do it. Ooh, okay. Only 1 6 in the whole lot. Just the 1. But that is 1 nonetheless. So 5s are the hits. Look how many 4s there are, and 2s and 1s. Only 1 3. That's just shocking. But we only got 3 hits there. That's really bad. Really bad. But they got 4s to wound. Much better. Okay, we could deal with that. Okay, so that's 1 instant mortal wound. And 2 armor saves. He has a 3-up armor save with a reroll of 1. Oh no, just a reroll actually. So let's see, what does he do? He makes that save and he gets to reroll that one. He's saved. So he's the only way to take him out in this combat is going to be through rolling 6s onto the roll to hit. That's brutal. So he's down by a wound. They're down by a wound. No bravery tests needed there. They've taken 1 casualty. But the Liberators, what's their bravery? 7. So they're not going to need to take bravery because you can't roll higher than a 6. And then the Sequitors will need to roll bravery because they lost 2 guys, which means if they roll 6, they take another casualty. So let's see. No, they're fine. They rolled a 3. And the Nighthaunt, they lost 4. But because the Dread Warden is still alive, still here, they have a bravery characteristic of 10. So again, you can't roll higher than 6. So casualties removed. There we go. That was a much more fruitful game, wasn't it? Okay, let's roll. How did Bruce Forsyth get into this conversation? Anyway, green for Nighthaunt, white for Stormcast. Let's roll for initiative. The Nighthaunts have it. Okay. It's not much that they can really do. You know, let's just get straight into thing. But first of all, let's just give them that command point. It's their turn 3, isn't it? Yeah, let's just pile in. Pile in. Do the law. Actually, let's not pile in. Who should I attack with first? I do honestly think I should attack with the CHAINRASP first before they lose their reroll bonus, because that could really help whittle them down more. I'm not too worried about the spirit hosts. I think they could take a bit more damage, especially the way he's been rolling. And these liberators, they got their shields, haven't they? But he's got a good save on him. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just get straight to piling in, and I could do a little shuffle. Pile in and shuffle. There we go. Okay. Right. So let's attack with that unit. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. There we go. Get extra attack because I got the extra 2 attacks because I got the other person in now. So that's 4, 6, 10, 14, 18, 20, 21, 22, 22, 23. Okay. That's 23 attacks. Paul Daniels and Debbie McGee. Okay, right. So they need 4s to hit. Let's get this big dice in. Yeah, so 4s to hit. Just get rid of the 1s and 2s. Hang on, it was just you know, my fever-addled mind is wound rolls. Okay, just making sure I get that right. I'm gonna shortchange myself. There's a lot of 3s in there as well. Gosh darn it. Right, okay, so that's quite a few hits in there, actually, so that's good. Right, now I need 4s to wounds, but because there's 11 of them, they get the reroll 1s. Only 1 reroll, which was a fail. Excellent. But they still got 4 armor saves to make. They're still going for the attack bonus. They're not going to do the armor save bonus. So yeah, it's 4s. Oh, dear. Maybe they should have gone for the armor save bonus, eh? Bye. Yikes. Okay, so. Who's the Stormcast gonna attack back with? Alright. I think KNIGHT-QUESTOR should attack first. So let's get his attacks in. So I believe it's all 3s, isn't it? Yeah, 3s and 3s. With 6s on the wound roll being double damage. Okay, so 2 miss. 1 hits. Okay. They make an armor save of 4+. Oh, they take another wound. They're down to... There's 2 now. Okay, that's not looking great for him. So let's just put a marker so I know which ones have attacked so far. Right, so now it's the Nighthaunt. So I might as well attack with the DREADBLADE HARROW. So he gets 4 attacks because he didn't charge. He needs 3s to hit. Oh god, that's so bad. And 3s to wound. Just the 1. What's the point? It's -3 rend. And Liberators have a 4-up save, so he already does. Yeah, just automatically wounds 1. Boo! Okay, and then the horsey's gonna hit. So 2 attacks, 4s to hit. Oh, look at that! 2 hits, 5s to wound. Ah, snake eyes. Gosh darn it. So yeah, didn't get to finish 1 off there. So you've attacked. He's beyond that and even well beyond Slanesh's lot. Oof. Probably in northwest of London. One big vampido. Oh dear. Naughty, naughty. Alright, so who have we got to attack now? Done that. So now it's Stormcast attack. So might as well do them. So they got 6 attacks. They still hitting on 3s because of course he's a 5 wound characteristic model. So you get 3s. Oh, that's not bad. And then 3s to wound. Oh, that's just terrible, isn't it? Absolutely bloody terrible. Alright. So 2 armor saves of a 4-up. The DREADBLADE HARROW takes a wound. Bum bum bum. Dum dum dum. So they've now attacked. Let's do these lot, I guess. That's the only Nighthaunt unit to attack now. 4, 6. Oh, the sound of the rain outside is so soothing. 6. 6 again. Alright, Spirit Hosts, what you doing? 5s and then 4s. Okay, 5s then 4s. Bloody hell. Those 1s. Not a single 6 there either. At least there's more 5s this time. You'd think it would have rolled at least 1 6, sorry. But we got 6 5s instead. Okay. 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 saves. Okay. Now we're cooking. Any rend? No rend. So that means the KNIGHT-QUESTOR makes a 3-up armor save. Guess those 4. With re-rolls. Jesus. Gets to re-roll that 1. Saves them all. What is the point? That's a complete mismatch. That is such a mismatch on the board right now. These 2 units, they're just, yeah, they're not made for each other. This is more of a horde killing unit than anything else. all right, Lupus, calm yourself down. Don't want to set your pacemaker off, do ya? Buy new dice. Alright, so that was them. This is the last unit to attack. So we got 2 attacks from the Great Mace and 3 from the unit leader. Doing 3s to hit, but they're getting re-rolls. There we go. No 6s on the greens again. Not doing too well. 3s to wound. They all wound. What? Very nice. So I need to make the armor saves. 5s up. Green ones do 2 damage each. Oh, look at that. That is disgusting. So one of the double damage ones was saved. And one of the regular ones. So they've taken 2, 3, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right, so in conclusion, battle shocks. They don't take battle shock because they only lost 1 guy. They don't take battle shock because they got a value of 10 and they only lost 4 guys. And then these don't take battle shocks, they didn't lose any. So there we go. Now it goes over to the Stormcast turn 3. Interesting. What to do? I'm actually going to play for the double turn, okay? So what I'm going to do is actually stomp this guy away. He's not going to be in combat. There we go. All right. Just so that I can hope to get the double turn. Yeah. Okay, cool. So no shooting or anything. Let's just get into combat. Let's do these 2 here. So same deal as before. They go for the re-rolls on the hits. Not that they needed it. Three to wound. Woo! Okay. So let's make those saves. 5s. Oh my god! What is going on? They only lose 1. Wow. Okay. That's brutal. So they've taken their attack. Nighthaunt will just attack with this guy then. So he's got his 4 attacks for not charging. These 3s to hit. That's a bit better. These 3s to wound. Much better. It's actually hitting something now. They take -3 rend. So that means that one's dead and that one's dead. Excellent. 4 C attacks. 4s to hit. No, sorry, 5s to hit. Isn't it? It's 5s to hit. No, it's 4s to hit. Yes, 1 hits. 5s to wound. Oh! Ah, never mind. Never mind. So they just lost 2 dudes. Okay. So he'll do his attack back. He's got 2 attacks. They both hit. They both wound. Armor save of 4 up. They're both saved. Woof. Ooh. Something's gonna happen. I can see him fleeing in the battle shock test. And now the CHAINRASPs pile in and do their attacks. So they don't get the reroll anymore. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. 6, 8, 12, 13. 4s to hit. Oh, that's a lot of 1s. Okay, that's 5 hits. Okay, not bad. 4s to wound. 3 wounds. Okay. And they got 4 up save with reroll 1s. Wow. Right, well, you're dead. And oops. Yeah, I'll use that one. You're on 1 wound. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, battle shock. They still don't take battle shock because they didn't lose enough. Same with that unit there. This unit, though, did lose 2. So now they have to make a roll of 5 or less. Yeah, they're fine. Shoo. Just imagine if they rolled a 6. That dude would be gone. So now it's priority. Fix. Right, this is going to be tough. Okay, so as I said, the for the Stormcast side, I was playing for the double turn. So green is for Nighthaunt, white is for the Stormcast. Oh, they got the double turn! Someone's gonna call fix. I know it. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Oh, the satisfaction of that. Excellent. 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 Okay, so what, we're Stormcast turn 4, aren't we? It's got 3 command points. Gonna have to take that into thing like that. He's going for the DREADBLADE HARROW. So there we go. And can't move anything else. Can't shoot. So let's do the charge. He charges in. Boing. Right. Let's get into combat, shall we? Now, first of all, he's going to be using his ability, Heroic Challenge. So he's within 6 inches of an enemy hero, and he can make a pile-in move. There you go. Wait, just so everyone can see that. There you go. He piled in, right? So he can re-roll failed hit rolls for attacks made against this hero. Perfectly legal. Perfectly legal. So he's got his 4 attacks. He's 3s to hit. Re-rolling the failed to hit roll. Oh, that's all 4 hitting. He's 3s to wounds, 6s causing double damage. Any 6s? Ah, no, just 2. 2 wounds. Okay, so that's 2 armor saves of 4 up from the DREADBLADE HARROW. Saves it. Not a problem in his book. Okay. So he's had his attack. Now I get to choose a unit to attack with, because it's still technically Stormcast turn. I'm going to get that attack in. Ooh, so you guys can see. So I'm going to get this attack in because it's going to get wiped out. It's got 3 attacks. Let's do it. 3s to hit. They will hit. Oh, she's doing re-roll before I start. She's doing re-roll the shield saves. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Okay, that's 2 armor saves of 5 up. A 6 and a 1. Crikey. So that's 1 dead. Alright, so she's done that. Just to remind me, she's doing the shield saves, not the attacks. Nighthaunt get to do an attack back. Since they're not doing anything, I'm going to get this DREADBLADE HARROW to attack the Liberator. Let's just finish them off. So he needs 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. Woo! 2 6s. Let's just double check. I don't think it does anything though, does it? No, what's under the abilities there is something different about redeploying. Okay, so it's well, I don't need anything. He's got -3 rend, so that guy's dead. There you go. So now we get 2 attacks from the horsey on the KNIGHT-QUESTOR. These 4s got 1 hit. And 5s. Oh, just shy. Just shy. Okay. So you've attacked. That leaves no Stormcast units to attack, so the CHAINRASP will pile in and do their attacks. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. 11. We do 4s to hit. Not bad. 4, 5, 6. 50-50. That's all 5s though. It's madness. 4s to wound. Okay. 4 armor saves. She only has to fail them. Like, she only has to fail 1. But she's got re-rolls. So 4s. Yeesh. With 3 re-rolls. Yikes. She's dead. Ew. She gone. She gone. Down the river. Down the river. Okay. They don't take battle shock because they only lost one. There's nothing else to take battle shock. So now we move over. As legit as a general election. Right, let's flip over now to the Nighthaunt's turn. So this is gonna get dicey. They're all just gonna start moving in, really. So 3 inches is there. Do 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. Right. Okay, so this one is 7 inches away. I can only be 3 inches away, which means I can only move to 4. I mean, this is just going to be a long trial, really, isn't it? For the KNIGHT-QUESTOR. There we go. Let's get some super special lighting on for you guys while we're at it, yeah? Hang on. I got a little ring light as a gift for Father's Day. Haven't had a chance to use it. It's a real cheap thing. Like it, as soon as I opened it from the box, it just started falling to bits already. There we go. Right. Here we go. Oh, let's change the color. There we go. How's that? All right. Booyah. Booyah. Actually, let's get the camera in through the light. There we go. Booyah indeed. All right. See, I do all this just for you guys. So, what are we going to do? What should we charge in first? It's going to be a tricky one, isn't it? We've got the piece of terrain in the way. That's going to limit at least one base. So let's charge these in first. Oh, they only just do it. They're all the 3. Okay, so oops. So you definitely get in, and you definitely get in, and you definitely get in, and you guys are just there for the pile-ins. And then Spirit Host will charge 4 inches. Let's move that out of the way. There we go. Alright then. Oh, just remember that's for the Stormcast. Auf Wiedersehen, pet. You're dead. So the charging units get to attack first. So pile in, of course. Just do that. Make sure that he's in. Got 1 left outside. It's not a big deal. I hope you can see that well. Look at that. Beautiful. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Just one. So he makes an armor save 3 up. He saves it. Now we got 2 of these in, and he got 6 attacks each. So that's 12 attacks each. And the spirit hosts were 5s to hit and then 4s to wound, with 6s being automatic wounds. Oh geez, that's 2 6s there, so that's 2 mortal wounds taken already, bringing him down to just 2 wounds left. So let's get rid of those, plus anything else that isn't a 5. 2 more hits left. The 4s to wound, nothing. Okay, and now that it's the Nighthaunt's turn, of course, I get to choose that unit to attack. So it's 4 attacks from the DREADBLADE HARROW. All of them hit. Jeez. 3 wounds is at -3 rend, which brings his let's see, the KNIGHT-QUESTOR, he's got a 3-up save, so he's now got a 6-up armor save, but he's still got rerolls. So let's reroll that. He's dead. Finally reforged. But just before he gets reforged, he gets sent off. The horsey then kicks him, and the horsey gets an attack in and hurts him, and he saves it, but it's fine. He's dead, and the win goes to the Nighthaunt. So the cleansing of this area did not go to plan at all. And there you have it. There you have it. You saw it here first. The Stormcast failed to cleanse the village of the Nighthaunt. That's it. Game over for them until they get reforged. I really don't need that anymore. Okay, let's just... Welcome to the Truffle Dome. There we go. Ooh, look, there's a ghost behind me. Oh, there you have it. That is the game. Last week was the complete opposite, wasn't it? Shouting fix. But they got the better armor saves. They got all the cheaty stuff, you know, they can buff their attacks, they can buff their saves. But at the end of the day, you're always going to be at the mercy of the dice roll. And the Nighthaunt were just that much luckier. These absorbed hits a lot, really well actually, because they just targeted one unit at a time, didn't they? I think the Stormcast did most of it right. I think if the instead of getting bogged down with the spirit host, if I threw the KNIGHT-QUESTOR towards the CHAINRASPs with the Sequitors, I might have been able to save the Sequitors, and then still have the Liberators charge the DREADBLADE HARROW, because of course they would have been the most effective there. But that would have left the spirit host to float around, and because they took out the prosecutor so easily, it meant, you know, something had to hold them up. Otherwise they would have hit the rear of either the Liberators or the Sequitors and then completely decimated them. So the Liberators held up quite well against the DREADBLADE HARROW. Unfortunately, they didn't really do that much, even though they had rerolls against it. He only lost 1 wound. It's not that great. So yeah, definitely. I think there's only a couple of things that could have been done differently, but yeah, pants game for the Stormcast. And now over to the Nighthaunt, Kev. What a bloody good game, eh? Everything went to plan. I took out the prosecutor straight away, and then I was free to just laugh in the face of the KNIGHT-QUESTOR as he struggled to take out a single spirit host. That helped weigh him down a bit. And by golly, was I lucky with the CHAINRASPs. If they had taken one extra casualty in that battle round, then in that combat round, then he wouldn't have got the reroll ones on the wound roll, and he wouldn't have done so much damage, and then he wouldn't have forced the Sequitors into a corner really, and then getting that double turn, perfect, because that just meant they could attack still with their bonus numbers. So yeah, you know, it went really well for the Nighthaunt, and I wouldn't have changed anything, to be honest. Disruption tactics, it worked. So yeah, I just felt bad for the Stormcast player. This was basically like England beating Ukraine 4-0. You know, you get to a point where you start feeling bad. But yeah, we won. So shots fired. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know what you would have done differently, especially if you're watching this back after the live show. That'd be great. Just let me know what you would have done differently, what your highlight of the game was as well. Thank you again so much for everyone putting up with me coughing and being a bit sniffly and that. The paracetamol had taken the edge off the migraine, so it was bearable to get through there. Cool for Karen to speak for the match. The tin cans lost due to bad management. Love it. Winner, winner, chicken bone dinner. Oh dear. There you go. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and as always, if you're not already subscribed, then please do hit the subscribe button and the like button, and make sure that when you hit that subscribe button, you hit the bell icon next to it and select all notifications so you don't miss a single thing. I'm here every Monday at 8:30 to do the Mortal Realms battle plans, and every Friday at 8 o'clock to do my live show. Though it does tend to change to 8:30 if I've got a guest, like I do this week. Fingers crossed the guest still shows up, because I might have Mr. Adam from the infamous Pagan Miniatures as a guest on the show this Friday, which is fitting because the show will be just after the draw is made for the raffle, so you'll be able to celebrate with us to see who won his special giveaway that he donated towards the raffle. So that'd be great. So yeah, make sure you get your tickets in. Remember, they're only £2 a pop. The link is in the description below. The prizes are amazing, so even if you're just curious, just hit that link, have a look. And yeah, there's a new bonus one on there as well now, so go for it. But once they're gone, and you only got until 8 o'clock this Friday, so go get yourself those tickets. For anything else, you got Forbidden Planet there to pre-order your issues of Mortal Realms. Make sure you get those Celestant Prime issues, definitely. And for anything else, you got Element Games down there as well. Make sure you do use that code, because you get yourself some bonus loyalty points. Costs nothing extra. And that's it, really. I'm gonna leave it there. I should have a video out tomorrow. I'm gonna work really hard tonight to get that done. And yeah, I hope you'll have a fantastic week. And yeah, stay safe, stay beautiful. Big love to you. Peace.